Welcome everybody to another rebuild and quite possibly the last FM23 rebuild on this channel. By the time you're seeing this, we will be about a week or so away from FM24 being the beta being released, early access. So for the final one then guys, we will be looking at Middlesbrough, who narrowly missed out on automatic promotion last season and losing out in the playoffs semi-finals to Coventry 1-0 on aggregate. And as you can see, Middlesbrough did finish above Coventry by 5 points and yet lost out to them in the end. Coventry only losing 12 games in total. Middlesbrough just lacking a little bit towards the end of the season. And as we all know, Luton, who finished third, did go on to win the playoff final. However, this season, Middlesbrough are lying precariously near the bottom of the table. 5 losses from the first 9 games. Not doing particularly well at the moment. So our aim in this rebuild, our final rebuild for FM23, will be to get Middlesbrough back to the Premiership and keep them there and maybe win a trophy along the way. The transfer window will be disabled for the first window purely because we are using an updated database. So we will be using the current squad and trying to do better than they are doing in real life. They enjoyed the best spells during the 1990s, although now enjoying an 18-year barren spell of not winning a trophy. Wow. The last one being in 2004. They have won the Sky Bet Championship, in the last one being in 95, but they've won it 4 times. They have won the Carabao Cup in 2004, that being their last one we just spoke about. And then a couple of other low league trophies to go with it. But they haven't won the FA Cup. They haven't won the Premiership. And that's what we need to try and do. A big task in the 5 years that we have given ourselves. This is their favoured formation. Not quite sure if they're two DMs, but all for using DMs if need be. But that is their best squad to date. The board's culture is to develop players using the youth system. Sign players from lower levels of domestic game. Do not sign players over the age of 30. Record a Sky Bet top half finish for this season. Be competitive in the FA Cup, Carabao Cup, and work towards developing the Sky Bet Champions Best Youth system. Is there any indication they want to look to build on promotion to the Premiership in the 25-26 season? Oh, the 24-25, they'll want promotion to the Premier Division. So we've got 2 years to do it in. Let's see if we can do it in 1. That would be amazing. Financials, £3.5 million in the bank. And the wage budget doesn't look too bad, actually. So hopefully we don't have to renew any contracts currently. Any debts? They have got a whopping £142 million. But it looks like a gift loan. Non-repayable, so they don't have to pay it back. Wow, okay, that's nice. Don't think I've ever seen that before. Current staff below average. Wow, and a couple above average, but not very many. There are a few places to fill up though, so we'll have to get on with that. So looking at our squad, it seems quite big actually. Fairly young, apart from Johnny Howson, who's 34, and Tommy Smith 30, and Jamie Jones 33. They're all under 30. That's brilliant. So Dara Laham, 28-year-old Irish centre-back, seems to be their best player. Wow, looks okay actually, doesn't he? He's got 4 years left on the contract as well. Fantastic stuff. And he's got quite high potential also, not quite reaching it, but he looks very nicely rounded. Alex Bangora, 22-year-old, left winger, left back, wing back, midfield. Lewis O'Brien, I think he's on loan to us, I believe. He is from Forest. A DM player, can play midfield as well. And he's only 23 years old as well. Definitely a player that we can work around. Dale Fry, 24-year-old English centre-back. Perfect. Age is definitely on his side. Good potential also. Matt Clark, 25-year-old. Again, another centre-back. Wow. Undated with centre-backs. That's perfect. I mean, our centre-backs. Oh, we've got Paddy McNair as well in there. Excellent stuff. And he's 25 years old, Matt Clark. Matt Crooks, 28-year-old. He could play striker, midfield, cam. I'm not adverse to playing a cam if we have the capacity. But maybe 2 midfield, 1 DM. That could be the way to go. A 4-3-3 DM. Sam Greenwood, 20 years old. Bags of potential. Striker. Could he be the one to carry us into the Premiership, I wonder. He's well suited anywhere on the attacking line. He's only played 7 games. He's only 20 years old, isn't he? Did I see that? 20 years old. Paddy McNair, 27-year-old, bags of experience, centre-back. He can also play in DM role and he can play in midfield as well. We have got a lot of midfielders. I don't know how to tackle this. Johnny Howson, 34 years old. A player I probably would not use. Bags of experience. I don't know. 218 games for Middlesbrough so far. Let's have a look at high potential players. Hayden Hackney, 20-year-old. DM midfielder. Somebody we should be developing. He can play DM, can play mid. We are inundated with a lot of midfielders. That is for sure. Isaiah Jones, 23-year-old wing back, and he can play out on the wing as well. Wow, okay, a lot of potential actually. I would like to see him play at right back, but he can play on the left hand side as well. Fantastic. Morgan Rogers, there's another. Oh, and the striker Josh Coburn as well. Can we use it? Babyface Coburn, 19 years old, 14 finishing, definitely a backup. And we probably don't have to register him either, actually. Morgan Rogers again as well, 19 years old. Wow, okay. Definitely players that we can definitely use and have as backup for sure. There's no reason why this squad could not get automatic promotion. It just seems absolutely mad. But first we need to sort out our formation, see what our best 11 looks like, and then get cracking into Season 1. So with a lot of midfielders and a lot of defenders, I've decided to go with the 4-3-3 with the 1 DM. We've got 2 more or less attacking midfielders as well. We've got an inverted winger, we've got an inside forward, a little bit of variation out on the wings, and in the advanced forward with Greenwood taking the mantle there. We have got Hackney, our youngster, playing in the DM role. I want to lock him in there. He doesn't feature if we put in the first 11. I just want to see how well he does and how I think he should handle the pressure or handle that position in this division at least anyway. If we have a look at our best 11, and we have got Paddy McNair sitting in midfield. I mean, how crazy is that? We've got O'Brien, McNair, we've got Smith, Layhem, Fry, Bangora with Dieng in goal. Howson, the 34-year-old, sitting in the DM, and I didn't particularly want to use Howson because he is 35 years old, so he won't be featuring much. So I want to give some of the youngsters a go. We've got Jones and Rogers out on the left and right, and Greenwood obviously up front. So far so good, I'm not going to lie. I'm quite enjoying seeing what's unfolding at the moment. Friendlies, we've won all our games, conceding a few goals. We start off the championship with a 1-1 draw with Watford. Then we beat Cardiff and Plymouth. We do go through the Carabao Cup first round against Port Vale 3-0. Then we draw with Stoke and Swansea, beating Rotherham, drawing with Leicester. I suppose it's not too bad, I guess. And then thrashing at Sheffield Wednesday with Wickham being thrashed in between time in the second round of the Carabao Cup as well. So we're through to the third round. Hopefully we can go far in that competition as well as the FA Cup. So currently we're lying third in the table. I'm happy with that. I'd like to see us get into second or first place. We're only a point off. We're ahead of Leicester at this point. We're just behind Norwich. 11 on points with Leeds. We're the only team unbeaten along with Stoke actually, but we have drawn 4 games. Hull, Millwall and Huddersfield right at the very bottom. And if we have a look where we are predicted to finish, 6th. Wow, 18-1 to win the league. We don't want to be finishing 6th. We don't want a playoff place. We want automatic promotion. And that's where we want to be, top 2 in there. I think it's the first 2 places, automatic promotion, then playoffs 3rd to 6th. We want to at least be in the top 6, but preferably top 2. We have got Jones, our only player, in the Dream 11. Wow, okay. Leicester obviously coming down from the Premiership, and Leeds as well, taking up a couple of places. Let's simulate Season 1. Let's see where we get up to. Well, we've only just gone and smashed it. We've managed to get ourselves into second spot, which is absolutely fantastic. And we won on goal difference in second place from Ipswich, who I think qualified through the playoffs. So we were very, very close to being in the playoffs. Our goal difference did help us quite a bit though. 86 goals scored, which is the second most in the league. But Leeds run away with it. 17 points clear, actually. Just losing 4 games, but 34 wins from 46 for themselves. Wow. They only conceded 28 goals. We only conceded 40, which is brilliant. Ipswich, on the other hand, only conceded 33. Wow. A lot of high scores and not many goals being conceded, though. Birmingham, however, on the other hand, have got relegated. Greenwood gets third, second most goal scorer behind Sargent and Bamford. Ipswich, you can see, beat Leicester after extra time in the playoff final. So Leicester have to make do with being in the second division for just a little bit longer. So having a look at our form then. So we did pretty well up to the end of August. We carried on. We beat Huddersfield. Then we lost to Norwich at home. Then we don't have another defeat until we play Sunderland away from home. A couple of another good few wins there. Birmingham being one of them, 2-1. Leeds we beat 3-2 at home as well. And we lost to them in the league. Wow, it's it's crazy. Ipswich we drew. We beat Coventry. We do have a large spats where we don't lose games, which is pretty nice. Blackburn we win 3-0. Norwich we lose 3-2. So did we lose to Norwich twice then? Yeah, we lost Norwich twice games. Wow. Birmingham will win again. Leicester we lose to. There's 3 games there where we don't score a goal. Even against Sheffield Wednesday. That's interesting. We do struggle towards the end though. A loss to Watford and Cardiff. A little bit of a wobble. Then we steady the shit once again with a 2-1, 4-2 and a 5-1 victory over Preston before losing to West Brom. But we do finish off strongly against Coventry. And look at that score. 4-0 against Southampton. Got relegated from the Premiership, of course. We beat them 4-0 at home. The FA Cup we get as far as the quarter-finals, only losing to Manchester United 2-1. Højlund getting both goals just after we equalised as well. So Greenwood doing really well. I'm hoping we can bring him on board this season. But we beat Blackburn after a replay. We beat Bristol City. We beat QPR. Just couldn't go any further. So who actually did win? United beat Chelsea 2-0 in the final. The Carabao Cup we get as far as the 4th round. Not losing. We get absolutely spanked by Brentford 5-0. Wow, that goes to show we're some way off. Although we did beat Luton in the 3rd round from the Premiership. Wow, that's pretty good. Greenwood getting both goals after going a goal behind as well. Brilliant stuff. So it appears that both our loanees have gone back. Interesting, because there's not many goals here at all. I'm looking at it and no, got 13 goals by our defender. You're having a joke. Wow. 11 and 14 for Jones. That's pretty good. 11 and 7. I want to have a look at Greenwood. Sam Greenwood, please. Of course, he belongs to Leeds, but it looks like he did 29 goals for us and 11 assists. And I can't believe we've lost him. I thought he might have been on loan to us to the end of June. Clearly that is not the case. How much is he worth? Up to 18 million. It would be a player I would strongly recommend coming back, actually, to be fair. 14 finishing, that's not bad at all. But a few goals throughout the whole team, though, which is quite nice. And our goalkeeper as well, 56 goals conceded and 55. But assists-wise, quite a few, including Greenwood as well. We may have to see if we can get him back, though, to be honest. So going into next season, 10 million in the bank, and we've been giving them whopping 36 million pounds to try and improve the side. I'm really happy with that. That's pretty good. I'm wondering whether we can ask for a little bit more, but I doubt it. Not with just 10 million in the bank, though. So we could at least bring in 2 or 3 really good players in, I think. Strengthen the side a little bit more for the challenge ahead. So our first signing from Wanderers, not quite sure where they're from actually. Uruguay actually. Veglilio, midfielder, that's where he's going to be playing. Not bad for £1 million, and stats wise looks pretty nice and he'll settle in quite well, I feel. And only 25 years old. Next up from Leicester, it's Hamza Chowdhury for £1.5 million from Leicester. Again, another player to sit in the midfield. Another strong and experienced player. Leeds gave up their striker, £8 million, Joel Pirro. He's going to be our main striker this season. He's already scored 3 goals in 4 in the Premiership already, 7 in the friendlies as well. Very good finishing. Physicals don't look too bad, but he's got good long shots on him and he can take a penalty as well. Sheffield United gave up their right back, Bogle, for £8.5 million. Very, very quick. Physicals look nice and very nicely rounded player. And again, a player that can really suit and bring this club forward. And from ATM for £12 million, we're bringing Paulino, left winger, absolutely superb. He's doing wonders for us already, although I can't see any assists from him. One assist in the Carabao Cup, but I think another player that's going to cause havoc on that left-hand side. And only 23 years old as well. We're going with the same formation. As you can see, we've not had it that bad, actually, to be honest. Just the one loss this season so far to Newcastle, where we lost 3-1. But we did draw with Brentford. We beat Wolves. We beat Ipswich. And we won in this second round, in the Carabao Cup 3-0 against Huddersfield, of which now we have Nottingham Forest. We are currently lying in 7th position in the European spot. Long may it continue. I tell you, I'll stop the season here if it meant we got European football. That would be truly amazing. And to put it in context, we are predicted to go down, so 7th position probably isn't really realistic. So let's simulate our second season and let's see if we can pull off something amazing this season. Our first season in the Premiership is over and we just escape by the skin of our teeth. 1 point in it from Nottingham Forest. Brighton and Ipswich both go down as well. But wow, that is one hell of a lucky escape. 31 goals scored, not enough goals being scored. I think that's the least, apart from Ipswich, in the whole division. That's really poor. And to be honest, I think we've conceded the second worst in the league as well, behind Ipswich. Wow, that's can't believe that. 3 losses in the last 5 games. Liverpool take the championship on goal difference by 1 from Man City. Wow, that's even close. Man City threw it away with a loss right at the end. It's Everton in the Europa League, which means they probably won a competition. But we do survive and we're in the Premiership for another season at least anyway. Needless to say, we are nowhere near on there. Paulino gets 13 yellow cards. So let's have a look at our form guide. So we got off to a good start, just that 1 loss to Newcastle and then 2 draws and 2 losses. To be fair, only we drew with Man City and Leeds, only lost 1-0 at Old Trafford. That's not bad going. We carry on with 2 more wins, Everton and Bournemouth, but get smashed by Arsenal. And then it's, wins are hard to come by, that's for sure. 6-0 thrashing from Everton there, 4-0 from Man United at home. It's not good reading. You can see that we just haven't scored goals, and that's where the problem lies. A 4-3 loss to Newcastle, 2-0 to Man City, and Aston Villa 2-0 the running. But, wow, we did beat West Ham, though. And Chelsea. Okay, I'm happy with that. Carabao Cup, we get as far as the 4th round, losing to Brighton 1-0. And we did beat Forest 6-1 in the 3rd round, actually. And we get as far as the 5th round in the FA Cup after beating Charlton and Cardiff, but losing to Man City 2-0. And our squad, the goals have been really, really difficult this season. Our goalkeeper conceded 71 goals. I mean, there could be a problem there. How did our young defender do? Vandenberg. Now, Vandenberg, I don't think I mentioned it. We brought him in from the youth team. He's got very high potential. And we decided to play him this season. Maybe that was a mistake. Maybe we should have brought Lenihan in there instead. He should be given another chance. But I think for the survival of this team, we need to go with our better players. And we have got better players in front of Vandenberg at least. And there's a lot of teams after him as well, about up to £12 million. Maybe I should have let him go. Chowdhury, not too bad, 2-2, but 13-2 for Piro. Probably didn't get the service. 8-7 for Paulino. Vegilo, 6-10, not bad in his first season. In fact, that's quite good actually. Lenihan still played 40 games. So does that mean our other defender didn't play? Dale Fry? 8, yes. See, that he should have played. So next season, let's have a look at £51 million to improve the side. I think if we can bring in 2 or 3 big players, don't upset the team too much, I think we'll be climb a little bit higher in the division. So our first signing for our season 3 then, Josh Timon comes from Swansea for £10 million. He's going to be playing at left back. We needed somebody stronger and better. And I think he has them qualities. He can still improve in. He's got still some potential left in him as well, which is pretty good. And at 25 years old, he'll be here for a little bit longer, I think. From Spezia, Simone Bastoni for £12 million, going to play in the midfield just to strengthen our midfield really, and I think he's a class act to follow. 103 games for Spezia he's played, 5 goals. Before that Empoli and Navarra, etc. But 27 years old though, but at least if we can get a couple of years out of him and help us stabilise ourselves in the Premiership and who knows, maybe get to Europe, I'll be all for it. And finally, from Nottingham Forest for £18 million, we're bringing Danilo, 23 years old. I was going to play him at DM role. He still might do, actually, or midfield, whichever one's better. Again, high potential, 23, and his attributes look pretty good at the moment. He's been forever present with Forest since they bought him for 18. They didn't really make any money on him at all, actually. Exactly the same money we bought him for. But he's played 2 games for us already, playing at a 6.9, better than he has done the previous 2 seasons. We do say goodbye to McGree and Coulson, who have gone to Norwich and St Johnstone respectively. And the season hasn't gone that particularly well, but when you look at who we've played, it's not surprising. Friendlies were okay, but we did start off against Leicester with a 1-0 victory, with Pirro getting the goal after 4 minutes. Then we went on to lose against Liverpool, Tottenham and Man City, scoring 2 goals in the process and conceding 11. That's quite a lot. There's nothing we could have done about it really, but away games like Liverpool, Man City, yeah, we were kind of crushed. Then we played Southampton at home with a 2-1 victory, and then we beat Leeds 2-0. So our 3 home games that we've played, we've won. And I think our home games are going to be very, very important this year. Currently lying in 14th position, 6 points way off the lead, but we're only 2 points off a European spot. So that's where we're aiming for hopefully this season, or mid-table first, and then if we could get any higher, then it's an added bonus. We have drawn Leicester in the next round of the Carabao, by the way, and the season preview has us climb off the bottom with newly promoted Cardiff going straight back down in predictions, that is, with Sheffield United just above us and Leicester as well. So they've only just come up and we've only just beaten them, but they're predicted to finish higher than us, which isn't fair. So let's simulate our 3rd season and see if we can get any better than last season. Defied the odds once again, but this time we finish in 15th position with 11 wins. We get a few more wins than we did last season. If we have a quick look at last season, we were 17th with 8 wins, 24 losses. This time we are 11 wins, 21 losses. So we've turned some of them losses into wins, which is an added bonus. We've scored slightly more than last season. We've conceded slightly less than last season. At least we're not the worst. Man City win the league from Manchester United. Wow, that was a close one, with Liverpool closely behind them as well. There's top 3, very close. 5 points in it between all of them. And Liverpool, once again, look, 5 wins in the last 5 games. Amazing. Pirro defies the odds once again. 18 goals this time, joint 4th leading goal scorer in the league. 45 goals for Haaland though, that's just insane. But nobody else really doing anything this season, which suggests possibly a change of formation is probably incoming. If we filter through some of the results then, so we had a good start in August, just 2 wins and 3 losses. Is that really a good start? We did lose to Bournemouth, but we beat Sheffield United and Crystal Palace. Get smashed in the next couple of games in the next month without scoring a goal. We only managed 3 goals in November, but only concede 2 with 3 draws and a win. So unbeaten November. And then it's just, well, from December onwards, it's just bad. The losses are just beatings, really. 5-0 Manchester United there, 5-3 Leicester, 4-1 West Ham, 3-0 Newcastle. It's not good reading. Oh, wow, we beat Tottenham 3-0 there. Wow, okay, we'll take that. I'll accept that. Bournemouth we seem to lose. We can't beat Bournemouth. It's just, it's a mess. And I think the formation has a lot to do with it. Maybe we just got the wrong players in the wrong positions. I don't know. Carabao Cup, we get as far as the 3rd round, losing to Leicester 3-0 after beating Southampton. So disappointing not to get any further. FA Cup, we reached the 5th round. We beat Leyton Orient Luton. We lose to Blackburn 2-0. Again, another disappointing cup run. Pirro, 21 goals in 38. It's not too bad. I mean, at least he's scoring. He's probably single-handedly kept us up, really. Paulino, 7 and 6, which is pretty good. Jones, 6 assists. Timon as well, 6 assists from that left-hand side. Brilliant for his first season. Did he get a goal in there? He got the same as Jones. And he's our defender. And Hackney, he got 5 assists. Bogle, 2 assists. Not the best, I'm not going to lie. And a few other players just didn't get any game time, so which we will probably be looking to move on. But yeah, I think a change of formation is probably about right. But our goalkeeper, Dieng, is not doing too bad actually. 67 conceded in 42. Did he get any clean sheets? Be interesting to know. 12. So we got more clean sheets this time round. Conceded a few less, but which is better because we played 4 games more. So next season, wow, we've been given a whopping 74, just under £1 million to strengthen the side some more. I think we have to change the formation, but to what? I'm undecided. We start spending our money with a goalkeeper. I needed a better backup really, and to be perfectly honest, I think Luis Jr. probably will be our number 1 starting over Dieng. Dieng's played really well over the past couple of seasons. He's conceded a lot of goals, but that probably can't be helped with the players he's got in front of him. Again, we are playing in the Premiership, but Luis Jr. brings a lot of experience as well. He's 24 years old and he comes from Famalicão in Portugal. He's done relatively well, so hopefully he's going to get some game time this season ahead of Dieng. Next up from Parma for £11 million, we bring in a defender, Botong Below. From Hungary, 23 years old, we bring in another centre-back. I think the players that we have got, like Lennon and Dale Fry, they're pretty good, but I think they need somebody who's going to be that little bit stronger as well. Physicals aren't too bad actually, to be honest, but his bravery and anticipation is pretty good. He can tackle, he can pass the ball, and I just think he's going to be a perfect fit for us. From Forest, we're bringing Gibbs White for £25 million to sit in the cam position. We are changing our formation this year, and I think he'll be perfect in that. 25 years old. He's played for Wolves, Sheffield United, Swansea, and of course Forest, where he's scored 11 goals in 91 games. And hopefully he'll bring that forward to us as well. But already 1 goal in 3. And for £31 million from Brighton, we bring in Pedro. So we've got 1 Brazilian on the left-hand side. We've got another one on the right-hand side. I don't think we can really go wrong. He looks pretty amazing. 1 goal in 3 for us already. Had 19 in 97 at Brighton. I just think he's going to be a lot better than Jones is on that position. But he's going to be playing on the right hand side. So we'll see how he gets on. Polino, he needs to up his game a bit. But them 3 there, Pedro, Gibbs White and Polino, are going to be our attacking 3 behind Piero, who's up front. So I did say we were changing up the formation. This is what we're going with. And if we pick our best 11, we have got Piero up top, we've got Gibbs White, Polino, Pedro. That's exactly where we want. Then Danilo and Hackney in the midfield. Timon, Fry, Below and Bogle, and Dieng currently in goal. I might switch him out and put Junior in there for the time being because I think he's a better fit. So far so good, friendlies, fantastic. We start the league campaign with a 2-1 victory over Chelsea. Pedro and Piero both scoring late on as well. All 3 goals coming in the last 20 minutes. Then we drew against Fulham 0-0 at home. Disappointing. We beat Bradford City only 1-0 away from home. Gibbs White scoring the goal. And then Brentford we drew 1-1 away from home. Gibbs White once again scoring. We have drawn Southampton in the next round. What I want this season is probably a good cup run. And also a mid-table to top half finish. We're currently unbeaten after 3 games. We're lying in 10th, probably our best position so far. And with those signings, we are still predicted to finish 2nd from bottom. I don't understand. I really do not understand. I don't get it. We seem to be worse off. Well, the only thing we can do is upset the odds once again and try and get ourselves up here somewhere. Do seem to be improving each season, and we have managed to get ourselves into 12th position. So from 17th to 15th, now 12th in our 3rd season. We are making inroads into getting a European spot, but we're still a bit way off. We're 12 points off, I think, this time of getting at least a 7th spot, but not that far away from Leeds though. I think it's something like 8 points, which isn't too bad at all. It's a massive improvement, and we have scored goals and conceded less goals as well. So Both of them two are going in the right directions as well. Blackburn, Forest and Leicester all go down. Liverpool win the league at a canter. But our last 5 games, though, is a massive improvement. 3 wins and a draw. And Pirro does get on the scorer listing as well as 6th position with 16 goals this season, but Haaland 45 goals. I do think we do need to get into the market for another striker. I just don't think Pirro is that lad to carry us forward, because he's not been scoring many, that's for sure. But other than that, he is the only person that's actually got onto the board. We start off pretty well. We do get a couple of losses, but we still get a couple of wins in there. Newcastle will beat 4-1 at home and Forest 3-0 away. Then we start to lose Man United, Tottenham, 3 on the bounce, Leeds City and Arsenal, which you probably would expect. But we do beat Blackburn, Leicester and Villa. Well, we draw with Villa and Everton. Then lose to West Ham. Then we have 4 wins on the bounce. Forest, Luton, Leicester and West Ham. Nothing big, but the wins are the same. And then the next few months, we struggled to win just the 1 win in 3 months, coming against Bournemouth after losing to United, Newcastle, Man City, Leeds. But we do draw with Tottenham beforehand. But towards the end of the season, Brentford, Fulham we win. We do lose at home 1-0 to Liverpool, which is a massive improvement as well. And Crystal Palace we draw 1-1 away from home. Carabao Cup, we had to get as far as the 3rd round, losing to Southampton 3-0. That's after beating Bradford City. And the FA Cup, we bow out after a replay on penalties to Hull. Very disappointing. Squad-wise though, Pirro, White, Pedro all score double figures. Pirro gets 18 in 41. It's still not a lot, but it's still 18 goals, which isn't too bad. And he's only 26. Maybe we just need that other striker. We may go for another formation change, with it being the last season on FM23. Junior, he only conceded 26 in 17. He only played 17 games. So Dieng, he did play 26, he conceded 35. So the pair of them do share responsibilities though. So I'm wondering whether one of them took a knock. I don't know. But apart from that, I mean, it's not too bad. It could have been better. 10 assists by Polino. Fantastic. I mean, our front line is perfect. I do like the front line. I just feel like we just need that extra, I don't know, a bit of oomph up front. So getting into next season... Wow. Getting to the final season on FM23 then, my friends. £95 million to spend. We can go mad. We'll just go crazy. We'll get a couple of really top players. Let's go and delve into the market. Let's see what we can do. I want a goalkeeper. I want a forward. And see if we can bring in a midfielder as well. With £96 million at our disposal, I struggle to find anybody. There was hardly anybody available. I don't know what our scouts were doing, where they were scouting or what. I've just got no idea. So we had a look and Calvin Ramsey came up. A right back. We needed another right back. Boga was kept getting injury. He's injury prone now for some bizarre reason. So we needed somebody else to come in and be a backup to him. Unless Ramsey is going to take the mantle. So if Boga is going to be injured permanently, then Ramsey can just slot in there, and he's from Liverpool as well. £4 million. I think that's quite a bargain, and still only 23 years old. We got rid of Dieng, and we brought in a legend. David De Gea has come to the club from Rennes for £5 million. Cheap as chips. Very good goalkeeper. He's on the decline now, granted. He's 35 years old. But for the final season of FM23, I've not used De Gea in goal at all, and I think he'll be an absolute he's a legend, isn't he? He's going to be brilliant for the club. Whether or not he'll get some game time over Junior, I don't know, so they're going to have to fight out between themselves, but I'm hoping he will do, and he's going to bring in a lot of experience and hopefully some clean sheets as well. He's had five clean sheets in 5 appearances. Have we not conceded a goal then? Oh my god. Fantastic. Man City let go of Liam Delap, their striker. I did say I wanted another striker. There weren't hardly anybody out there, but for £21 million, Liam Delap comes to the club. He's going to partner either Pedro or Pirro. One of them two are going to drop to the bench while Delap plays, or they're going to take it alternatively between the 3 of them. I don't know, but either way, he's a superb striker. He scored 2 goals for us already this season with an assist. So let's hopefully it's £21 million well spent. And finally, our last signing, either a midfielder or DM, £35 million from Chelsea, Casady. Very good stats on him. He's still got some potential left, and he's just a class act. And I think he'll partner well with Bastoni as well, either in DM role or midfield. We'll see what happens, but 5 games for us already with an assist and playing at over a 7 rating already. So not much money spent in the end, £65 million. I couldn't spend the money. There was hardly anybody that really was either just signed for a new club and wouldn't come, or they just didn't want to come to the club because we're not in Europe. But who knows what will happen now. But we did say goodbye to Dieng, like I said, because we got De Gea. He went to Blackburn for £5.5 million, and a few others have been released as well. This is the formation we're going to be going with this season. We're going to play with 2 DMs, 1 DLP. I think that's going to be Casady. Bastoni or Danilo could play there. We've got 2 inside forwards, 2 attackers. We're playing a 4-2-4 formation. I wanted to play this formation, and I think it's going to be pretty good for us as well. Our best 11: Pedro, Delap, Gibbs White, Polino, Casady, Danilo, not Bastoni, so one of them two will probably swap out. Bogle at the moment, De Gea in goal, Fry, Bolo and Timone as well. So I think it's a pretty good side. And needless to say, I'm really happy with what's been going on so far. We smashed Chesterfield 10-0 in a friendly. I mean, that's just insane. But we did start our campaign off well. Wolves we beat 3-0. Brentford 4-0 away from home as well. Chelsea we beat 2-0 at home with Delap and Polino both scoring. Luton we win 2-0 away. We beat Brighton in the Carabao Cup second round, and Everton we drew 0-0 at home. Disappointingly, because Everton are near the bottom, and we've drawn Arsenal in the next round of the Carabao, so we'll probably go out of that competition at that point. We are proudly sitting top of the table ahead of Arsenal, in fact. And Everton, like I rightly said, are near the bottom. And we're still predicted to finish 3rd from bottom. I don't understand. We've got some really good players in there. Maybe it's a formation they don't like. I don't know. I just don't get it at all. I don't understand. I think it's broken for the final season, though. Let's simulate our 5th season. Prove them wrong. And let's see if we can maintain this form we have at the top of the table. Or are we just going to fade away? And for the final time then, ladies and gentlemen, we finish in 8th position and we take a Europa Conference League spot as well. The following season, we have made it into Europe. I mean, that is fantastic. It just goes to show a change of formation. One that I wouldn't even think of doing, really. It's only because I wanted to have a go at it because I've not really used it that much in 23. But I think it may be one that might move on to 24 possibly. I kind of like the 4-2-4, full attacking. We scored more goals. We conceded less goals. We've got a good goal difference. More points, more wins. Everything about it's really good. And we only missed out on a Europa League spot from Man City, who are in 7th, by 1 point. And goal difference. Yeah, goal difference was the main issue. And we're only 1 point off Chelsea in 6th position. I mean, we're not that far off when you even think about even further than that. 8 points off Tottenham, who are in the Champions League spot. We've done remarkably well. Leeds are in the Europa League. They've lost their last 5 games of the season. Incredible. But Southampton, Wolves, Brighton go down. Liverpool win the league from Arsenal, Newcastle, Man United just behind them. Unfortunately, it's no fairy tale ending. However, we haven't seen what we've done in the Cups yet. But that isn't a bad end to a season and a bad end to 23, really, to be honest. Not bad from a team from the Championship where we've just built each season. Maybe we just needed longer. Pedro gets 17 goals. He does finish 5th leading goal scorer. He also gets 5th best player in the league as well. Polino, 4th best assists. De Gea, 16 clean sheets. He's done it again. Fantastic. Danilo and Casady, yeah, sharing 12 yellow cards each. So that's kind of nice. So final look through the results then. So we did get off to a very, very good start. Then we lost 2 in the next month. Though we did beat Crystal Palace. Then we're going on unbeaten October, beating Man City and Liverpool in that and drawing with Arsenal. 4-4 draw with Tottenham the following month, but we do lose to Newcastle. December, just the one loss to United, 4-2. But we do beat teams that you would expect us to beat at this point, although January gets off to a very, very rocky and bad start. And then we pick ourselves up again, beating Man United at home 2-1. Then we beat Brighton, Southampton. We do beat Man City again. Wow, we've done the double over them. It's not surprising we were that close to them in the league in the end. Tottenham we get smashed by. A couple of high score draws there. We did lose to Chelsea though, but Everton and 0-0 at the end. If that could have gone for a win for us, same with the West Ham, we might have finished in 6th spot. The Carabao Cup, we get as far as the quarter-finals. We do lose out to Liverpool 3-2. With Camelo for Liverpool scoring in the 75th minute, doing all the damage though, really. But Pedro did try and get us back into the game in 81 minutes. Along the way, we did beat Brighton, Arsenal 4-3, and Luton. Just a shame we didn't get to the final. And just let's have a look who did win it in the end. It was Man United over Leeds on penalties. And we did get to the final in the FA Cup. Lose to Man United. So United done the cup double. 2-0 loss this time. Along the way, we did beat York, Aston Villa, Man City again, Nottingham Forest, Arsenal on penalties in the semis. We just couldn't overcome that final hurdle, but we did get to the final. So both cup competitions, a massive improvement on previous seasons. Quick look at the squad. Pedro, Delap scoring their double figures along with Polino as well with 11 and 15. 15 assists. Wow, that's amazing. 17 for Delap, not bad in his first season. 24 and 5 for Pedro. Superb. A lot of goals. And assist-wise, 15 for Polino, 14 for Gibbs-White, 7 for Morgan Rogers. Who's Morgan Rogers? I don't recall him playing, but he did. 5 for Timon and 5 for Pedro. A lot more assists. 61 conceded for our goalkeeper De Gea. How well did he do overall? He did really well, actually, didn't he? 49 goals conceded with ourselves in his £5 million move, but 16 clean sheets. That's just, that's crazy. I knew he'd make an impact. If I have a look at the staffing, that really hasn't improved at all. I think that's probably where the problem lied. We were just over average in all the coaching. We're just about average in recruitment. That's really bad. So that didn't give us the clutter of players that we really wanted. And our medical staff, not brilliant either. So unfortunately, nothing to shout about this season. But let's have a look, see if there's any records broken. 23-24 season, most league defeats in a season, 27. Wow, did we really have that in a season? I don't recall losing that. Oh, 1923. Crack, I thought it was 2023. Going to say, I don't recall 27 losses though. Nothing so far. 2024. High scary seats, 1.06 million against Man City in the FA Cup 5th round, where we did we beat them then? Probably not, actually. If we keep looking down, there's nothing really we made any inroads on the records apart from the highest gate receipts. Still looking 22-23, highest average rating 7.2 for Lenian, our defender. 2023 youngest player is Ray van der Berg. Remember him? We a youngster with a lot of potential. Didn't really set the league on fire, unfortunately. 26-27 season, Polino, most assists in the player of the final season. 22-23, Sam Greenwood getting most man and match awards. I think that is about it, There's nothing really that's gone crazy, apart from paying £35 million for Casado from Chelsea in 2026. So that's where we're going to leave it, and that's where we're going to leave FM23. It is the last one for this season before 24 comes out, which probably will be in a couple of weeks. Actually, next week we'll probably do something different. I have got hold of EAFC 24, so I might attempt to do a rebuild on that. So if you have any ideas of who I could do, then please let me know down in the comments. But other than that, I've really enjoyed this one. It's unfortunate we didn't win anything. We came close in the final season, but just no fairy tale ending. Some of the players were fantastic. I just think with a little bit more time, we could have progressed. And, after finding a decent formation, which we have struggled with over the past couple of seasons, but we have improved season upon season. So with that being said, thank you very much for watching. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already for more content coming on FM24. And until the next time, thank you very much for watching. Thank you.